avoid injury by doing these simple things before you go for a walk and then after a walk. Going to the forest, and I know that there's going to be an uphill walk that I'm doing. So in order to make it more pleasant, I'm going to do a little warm up. Most people do not warm up before their walks because most people are taught that you could walk as a warm up for other workouts. But what if you warmed up for your walk? Wouldn't that walk feel better? Not very long, it's pretty easy. You could actually even incorporate it in your walk as you're walking, and I'll show you how to do that. Start with walking on your toes. About 30 steps will do. Change over to walking on your heels. 30 steps there. 30 giant steps. And 30 butt kicks. You can do all of this as you're walking. You don't have to stop and do it. But here you stop to do some hip circles. Get the hips in action. You can do 30 there. And then side to side, sitting back, making sure that your knee is not going over your toes. So now we're up at the top, so we got to make sure that we do some stretches here before we head downhill, because downhill is a lot of easier of a workout. So you'll benefit greatly by doing a couple of stretches. This is what I recommend you do. Doing quad stretches, it's very, very important. But as you'll see, my arm is short, my leg is short. When I go to do this, traditionally, I cannot for the life of me line my knees up, which is where you want your knees to be. You don't want your hips popping out. So find something that you can put your foot up on. Then scared your dog. Then you want to get your balance and slowly go down. So my foot is flat here and I'm moving down so that I'm feeling the stretch in my quads. Taking in a deep breath, and then I'm going to switch to the other side. Now, if you feel pain or anything, you might choose something that's lower. You might choose to lay on the ground. If there wasn't snow, that would be fine, but I'm not going to lay on the ground. So, as you can see, it's not exactly easy, but you're also working on your balancing muscles. So you want everything nice and tight. Squeeze your buttocks when you're stretching your thigh. Taking a deep breath and then come on up. Now another important muscle group to stretch is your hamstrings. So I'm going to show you how to do this two ways. You can kick your heel out, your toes facing up, knee is not locked but leg is straight. And then put your hands on your hips and slowly reach your top of the head forward, trying to lengthen your spine. You should start to feel a nice stretch. This leg is slightly bent. The further you go down, depending on your flexibility, the more you're going to feel in your hamstring. So to demonstrate on the other leg, I'm going to show you another way, because for some people that is an irritant to the lower back. So you can use this handy dandy leverage and stand up nice and tall. Same motion, toes up, knees, leg is straight, not locked, and reach forward. Taking a deep breath. Now you might be here, you might be here, you might be able to come all the way down here. The key is a flat back and your head always getting longer. You don't want to hunch over. You want to keep nice and straight. Once you have your hamstrings stretched, make sure that you do your calves. Again, there's two ways. You can take this leverage here and push into your heel. You're kind of in a lunge area, but you're focusing on squeezing in all the leg muscles, pushing that heel down into the ground. This leg straight, knee is not locked. So That's one way. Secondary way, I'll do the other one to demonstrate this, is to do that fully standing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this leg, push it back. I'm in a slight lunge in the front leg, and I'm just going to kind of drop my body down while I'm pushing in to the heel of that foot until you feel the calf stretch. You can also do that up against a wall if you have one. Tula, come here. Up against a dog if you have one, if you need her for balance. She's so good at that. A little distracted there. And that pretty much has your bases covered. If you often get tight hips when you're walking, I also recommend doing the figure 4, which again, you're gonna get your balance, right? Stand up nice and tall. You're gonna move down into the one leg, fasten the other leg over, use something for balance if you're not used to doing this, and press your hips back and down until you feel a nice stretch right here. That's typically a good one if you're doing toes. I'm just going to do the other side. Again, you can do this lying down if you want to get home and do your stretches, but I really recommend trying to find ways to get them into your walk, especially your longer ones. So that's a less, graceful way of doing that. See how I lifted my leg? I balanced myself. I actually lifted my leg up here because this leg is tighter. It needs a little assistance. So I'm sitting back, breathing nice and deep. Come on in. One more stretch. This one is specifically for us that have jobs that are sitting. We're going to take our arms, bring them all the way back, clasp them in behind, and push your chest nice and open. This allows your airways to be nice and open, but it also opens up the chest, which helps in posture specifically for walking. So if you have difficulties walking with an open chest, there's a trick. You can put your palms facing forward and walk like this for a while. I'll walk backwards, right? It's impossible to not walk with good posture if your palms are facing forward. Do that right now. Did you do it? You saw it, you felt it. Now go do it. Thanks for stretching with me. I'll see you in the next video. Cameraman looking at me all awkward like, are we done yet? We're done.